Peace, love, wholeness, divine love chosen. Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, that means this message is for you. So go ahead and receive it as it resonates. If it don't, just let it fly and keep it pushing, y'all. Okay, let's get into a message from the ancestors. See what needs to be illuminated at this time, here and now. I was supposed to get some oracle messages at the end. Okay? Because that's my favorite part, honestly. Some channel messages and some oracle messages, but I'll do it in this one. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Open your toothbrush.
Okay, but I didn't run it yet.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Maya, just hold it. I want to squeeze the toothpaste out.
You wanted to? So that's why I tried to give it back to you. Go ahead. And shut my door a little bit.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. Alright, I hope y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. In the here and now, doing the best you can for you and yours. That's all that matters, okay? Let's see. Clarify the energy. Before I even pull these cards, I'm hearing Spirit say that there could be energy that Spirit doesn't want you to deny the energy that you feel from other people. Even though it can get tricky because they can be in denial of the energy that they feel, and then when you illuminate it, they can be in this energy of trying to manipulate the circumstances or so that you also deny what it is Spirit is showing you. What it is your ancestors is showing you about another person's energy. Okay? But somebody who isn't in denial of their own energy, you won't have to feel that resistance within your own, like you almost mirroring that energy back towards them, depending on how much you love them and what you are in the relationship you're learning from in the here and now in your real life, and with the relationships that you choose to nourish. Also, gratitude. But let's see what needs to be illuminated, Spirit. We got the Ten of Pentacles. To the Two of Swords. And the World card. We got the Emperor that also popped out too. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Emperor back in the deck, but this could be again masculine energies. I feel like cycles of confusion is being closed out about your stability. You could be shifting your perspective about your stability, okay? You could be shifting your perspective about the external world. You could be healing from instability, okay? Material instability, physical instability, spiritual instability, emotional instability. Those cycles are being closed out for my masculines. I just seen 2 squirrels running by. Yes. And for my wounded masculines, yeah, you could be in that energy. I don't really like picking up on karmic energy, but I'm picking it up anyway. Karmic energy could be wanting, toxic masculine energy could be in the energy in denial about, the toxic masculinity, the patriarchy, and what it means to be stable emotionally, spiritually, financially. Could be still in denial and existing from that resistance, and also wanting to dictate or control or suppress divine feminine stability. That's karmic energy, though. Clarify this energy. We got the King of Cups. King of Cups don't want you to see something clearly that you do. Okay? Yeah. We got King of Cups. We got the Temperance and the Queen of Swords. With the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is representative of divine feminine. There could be a masculine energy in denial of a divine feminine's healing energy. There could be a masculine energy not trying to see that there's a connection, a relationship that divine feminine has that is healing as well. And there could be a lot of projections of denial. Okay? But either way it go, their projections doesn't stick, okay? Divine feminine energy is very healing. Okay, this divine feminine here, or even the wounded feminine, this energy is very healing and intentional. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay, that could be the same person, or that could be different people. But it could be also very emotionally healing, very and I think it's more so in a natural way of life. right? Wild woman energy. Reading this book called Women That Run with the Wolves. Beautiful, life-changing book. It's this natural flow of life and acceptance of the depths and the truth that causes a healing, no matter how wild it is. Okay. We got the Hermit energy. Okay, there could be cycles being closed out. With a Hermit energy. I'm also seeing this divine feminine energy. What this is given is being in this wizard, whatever the word is, in this wizard energy. Right? People could see you as like this wizard. Okay? This magical wizard. Wild woman wizard. Five of Swords energy, okay? King of Cups energy could be in this Five of Swords energy. Very defensive, very, very strategic, very, could be in some sort of spiteful energy, clarify. Yeah. Because of this Queen of Swords clarity, somebody could be in heavy denial. It's like, it's crazy because it's like, there could be projections of like people not wanting to nourish a genuine relationship with who they are divinely aligned with, because of fear, because of propaganda, because of status, because of ego, because of all the bullshit, right? And then, wanting to isolate, let's say divine feminine energies, because that's been patriarchal tradition, toxic patriarchy. And so when divine feminine breaks free from those limitations and starts accepting divine relationship and divine connection into her life, regardless of the ebbs and the flows, and regardless of the life-death life cycles, because of her faith in the Most High and her faith in God and her faith in divine alignment, and receiving her blessings and lessons, then it's like and then it's like, the egotistical people who were very resistant in appreciating or making that space for divine feminine to be free starts feeling some type of way. Starts sabotaging or being or sabotaging themselves first and foremost, because divine feminine is going to prosper in her clarity regardless, and prosper in her purpose regardless. But now they feel some type of way that you are just abundant, you are loved, you are clear, you are guided, you have these gifts, these divine gifts that are, because you know yourself, you're rooted in your heart space, and it just be ass backwards, okay, for the egomaniacs on that type of time, and it just be ass backwards. But divine feminine, you deserve to be loved at maximum capacity, right? You deserve to be loved from a genuine space. And it doesn't necessarily, not rooted in possession, and not rooted in isolation, and not rooted in the egomaniacs of patriarchy. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and because you are in this Empress energy, because you are an Empress, it could have people, heavily in their head, overthinking, going through the motions that they're guided to go through by, having ill judgments or ill intentions, or, power tripping or ego tripping over you, your purpose, your energy, and just who you are. Because they received the clarity to reciprocate plenty of times, and they're sabotaging themselves. Eight of Swords, which is keeping them mentally entrapped and stuck. We got the King of Pentacles coming out again. With the Moon card. Somebody could be in their head about something hidden with the King of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Cups, the Devil, and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm feeling like opportunist relationships, and then the Ten of Swords as well with the Ten of Wands. I'm feeling like the defeat and the defeat and the overwhelm and the burden of being rooted in relationships from a egotistical standpoint. Okay, it could be with Libra energy, but Libra energy could also be experiencing this, but it could also be, having opportunistic or egotistical intentions with these relationships is going to leave you in this Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands energy, regardless of what you tell yourself or how healed you are or how much you've worked for the business that you are selling, and, regardless, to nourish something genuine is work, spiritual work. But what is somebody in their head about what's hidden? What's hidden that somebody is in their head about? Oh, dang. And I feel like, listen, somebody could be trying to protect this so bad, and it's just so sad because it's like that's where the blockages is coming in, okay? Somebody's in their head, I feel like, about working with a King of Pentacles energy, and this Devil only gives me like somebody rooted in deception, right? With this Ace of Wands here, experiencing blockages because of the denial and the deception and the protection of ego that they're trying to do because of their sexual desires. Or their actions with a King of Pentacles energy. It's always so awkward to me. Like, it's exhausting and it's awkward to me to even have to bring this up, because it's just like, yo, the stress toxic masculinity puts us through. And for what? Be free. Period. I mean, the stress they put themselves through, too. Y'all the one who created this society. You know, I understand the wounded masculine healing and aligning with their truth and accepting of their truth and honest. I don't understand the karmic energies who real life will fight to the grave to hide some shit, especially as little as, you know, your sexuality and desiring who you desire and loving who you love, and, you know, be free. All that hatred and self-hatred and denial is exhausting. Okay, but I feel like that's what I'm seeing. And listen, I don't be wanting to pick up on this energy for real, but it's real life irritating. Because I keep picking it up. Okay, so somebody could have been with somebody that they work with. Okay, listen. Let me just get some more clarity real quick for y'all. And I feel like this Tower moment is going to upset somebody. It could be very upsetting to a divine feminine energy. Okay, we got Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the with the Five of Wands energy right under her, and the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, because in the Tower card in the Three of Swords. So it could be very upsetting to a divine feminine, because divine feminine seen clearly the whole time. And I feel like this masculine could be in the energy of being in denial of themselves and causing a lot of confusion and stress on the divine feminine. Y'all. Because a toxic masculine took action towards a karmic masculine could be on a low, taking action in that way, reconciling with the same-sex energy and feeling defeated because you already know, or trying to have one up in that energy because they want to continue to deny your intuition, and they want to continue to deny themselves, and they want to continue to deny, hurting the divine feminine energy, forcing divine feminine energies to be in this protective masculine energy. Honor your feminine rage, divine feminine. Because there could be masculines that want to live those double lives, and want you to fuck your energy up or live in a space of denying your reality just to maintain something that doesn't necessarily flow for you in your feminine energy, because of the intention of deception, or because of the deception in your masculine's energy. Whew, that's a lot, okay? Let's move the fuck on, okay? Let's clarify this real quick. One more time. What's going on? Because They want you mentally and emotionally unstable while they're in this Jezebel energy. And Divine Feminine, that's where you set your boundaries and love yourself deeper. Continue to do so, because I know my Divine Feminines is on that type of time, and honoring your body, listening to your body, setting your boundaries when it comes to your body, so you're not allowing that, intense, chaotic disruption in your life. Even if you do, hold the capacity for, a lot of grace and understanding for somebody that you love, or wounded masculines that you love, that are guided to liberate themselves from that toxic denial. Even if you are guided to hold the space for these masculine energies on that type of timing, you can still protect yourself at the same time. You don't be in this passive surrenderance, toxic feminine energy as well, where you are sabotaging yourself extremely, right, by still engaging sexually, and it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with you being against your masculine, being in, fluid sexual energy. It's about your masculine knowing themselves and accepting themselves and being honest in the frequency, so that you can flourish and still accept them for who they are, while they accept themselves in the here and now, and honoring who they love in the here and now. It's really not that complicated. I think a lot of us bisexuals understand that when you're not rooted in greed and lust, you don't need all these different types of partners just because you're bisexual. People just automatically assume bisexual folks is hoes and and we just want to be with any and everybody we see and all that other fuck shit. No. No. Okay, when you are comfortable in your sexuality, when you are honest in your sexuality, you know who you are, you're very intentional about your relationships, and you're very secure within your relationships, and secure within choosing, the love that you nourish in the here and now, right? A lot of us bisexuals will hear, so you with a man now, so it was just a phase. It was just a phase. It was just a phase. Oh, you with a girl now. Oh, so you don't like men? You don't like men? Oh, you full on lesbian? Like, we're too used to hearing that bullshit. Okay? But that's not really what it is, okay? Intentionally choosing your person and loving your person, while honestly accepting yourself and showing up in truthful, honest frequencies that doesn't disrupt the intimacy of your connection. Now, this could be, toxic energy that, greed, lust, toxic energy that, like I said, want to live double lives and do the run around deceptive and lying and cheating and doing all this other fuck shit. Okay. Yeah. Like, listen, I ain't bugging. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But that's what's going on, okay? And it's given, even though this is a woman on this card, masculine energy on that type of time, man. But that only puts them in a position where they are racking up that karma themselves. Okay. And because you have this balanced energy and inner knowing, right, there could be some evil eye being projected towards you. And when you are still met with that denial and still met with those resistant frequencies, you might be guided to close certain cycles, right? because you see clearly you are in this balanced energy. There could be, you know, a lot of evil eye projected towards you because you see clearly, like, there ain't no way else to put it. Okay, let's get a few more. Yeah, and I feel like you are healing from those energies, and you are guided to move on from those energies because you recognize, you know, also while healing from your own sexual traumas, you recognize the detriment of that lustful energy. Healing your own lust, right? Because ain't nobody exempt. We're human. We experience these things. We experience these emotions. But healing, choosing to heal from that lust and trusting your intuition, you know, they could try to project abandonment because you're choosing yourself, and instead of accepting the denial, accepting the dysfunction in the frequency because of the denial, right? Yeah, dysfunction and destruction. Yeah. So yeah, divine feminine. You know, they're gonna try to pull the guilt, the guilt tripping while you're ascending, while you see clearly. If you are guided to move on, if your grace is exhausted, I don't blame you, right? Don't take that on. Don't take on that guilt. Don't take on any of that, especially if you know that you have held a lot of grace and patience and understanding, right? Gratitude. All right, let's just get gratitude. We're gonna get some different oracles. We're gonna just get, what you gonna call it? Where's my moon messages? Moon messages for my divine love shows on. You're very close to achieving your goal. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, moon and full moon in Aries. Dang. The energy is gaining momentum. And it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So Aries could be significant as well. All right. Have faith in your dreams. I hope that helps. I hope it resonates. If it do, be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. If you need to find me anywhere, everything is in my description. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.